constrained to take the floor to respond to the baseless remarks made by one country from our region, which appear to have been prompted by their guilty conscience. Regrettably, this country has chosen to use today's meeting to peddle its false narrative, and we categorically reject their accusations and unsubstantiated claims. It is in fact this country that is using its state-sponsored proxies to foment terrorism in Pakistan, besides decade-long state terrorism in illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and its blatant violation of UN Security Council resolutions on Jammu and Kashmir. Mr. President, this delegation's statement regarding the Indus Waters Treaty was nothing but obfuscation of facts and deliberate misinterpretation of the treaty, aimed at futilely justifying its illegal and unilateral decision to hold the treaty in abeyance. Their claims about honoring treaty obligations in good faith cannot be measured by its rhetoric, but only by its actions. It is this country that, despite being a signatory of the IWT, has on numerous occasions violated various provisions of the treaty, including those related to data sharing. It is this country that has continually obstructed the smooth functioning of the treaty, including by denying visitation rights for the Indus Waters Treaty Commissioner to various projects, delaying and denying data sharing related to water resources, and blocking the dispute resolution mechanism of the Permanent Court of Arbitration. We recall that in a supplemental award announced on 27 June 2025, the Court of Arbitration has found that its competence remains intact. This award has confirmed that the Indus Waters Treaty remains valid and operational, and this country has no right to take a unilateral action about it. Mr. President, as stated earlier, we firmly and unequivocally reject all attempts to weaponize water and to use it for political gains. No number of baseless arguments can justify this country's decision to hold the IWT in abeyance, which is not only a direct violation of the IWT and international law, but directly obstructs the achievement of SDG 6, particularly Target 6.5. Thank you, Mr. President.